When was the last time you said, I just don't have time for that, and you've actually believed it? That's the key bit. When was the last time you said, I don't have time for that, and actually believed it? Most people walk around repeating the same line. I'm too busy. Too busy to work out. Too busy to connect with your partner. Too busy to start the thing that you say matters to you. How many times have you used that excuse? Welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that helps you grow, helps you progress, helps you get from stuck to unstoppable. Help you realize your full potential and start living up to it. It's a short, actionable podcast designed to make sure that you are able to get realistic actions which you could implement in your life every day to help you master your mindset and master your life. If you get something from this episode, please leave a rating or a review wherever you hear this and share it with someone who you think would benefit from hearing this. So here's the truth. You're not too busy. You can say what you want, but you're not too busy. You're just too vague with your priorities. It's been shown that we make over 35,000 decisions per day, and most of them are unconscious. So when you say you don't have time, what you're actually meaning is that's not high enough on your internal scoreboard. So think about that. When you say you don't have time, you don't actually mean it. It's just not important to you. So here's what this mindset is costing you. It could be that your body's not where it could be. You're unhealthy. You're not eating right. You're not exercising. Your relationships are maybe on autopilot because everything is just, oh, you know what? I don't have the time I want to spend with my partner, with my kids, with my family, with my friends. Yeah, your dreams are on pause and maybe have been for years because you're too busy. So if that hit you in the gut, then this is the episode for you. I'm going to help you rewire how you see time, how you see decisions and yourself. And I'm going to help you try and install a new mental framework that helps you take your power back. You're not lazy, you're not broken, but you have been prioritizing the wrong thing. And that ends today. How many times do you say, I'm too busy? But then if you're honest with yourself, how long have you spent on your phone today? Take a minute, pause this and check on your digital well-being app. How long have you spent on your phone today? What's your average daily use? How long do you spend a day watching Netflix? How long a day do you spend actually just doom scrolling, just doing things that actually are not going to change your life? The belief is, I'm too busy. But underneath that, what it really is, if I just stay busy, I won't have to face what I've been avoiding. So we're living in a world where busyness is a socially acceptable form of emotional avoidance. And what I mean by that is it is acceptable to say I'm so busy as a way to avoid what you really feel, as to what you really want to do. And we can wear it like a badge of honor, thinking like, yeah, look everyone, look how much I'm doing. Yeah, but inside you're not satisfied. You're not feeling as good as you should because you'll check your emails 50 times a day, but you'll never check in with the people who matter for you. Yeah, you'll make time for meetings, but you'll never make time for the gym or actually having some time for yourself. Yeah, you'll fill your calendar with all these obligations that you feel you have to go to, but your dreams never get a time slot in that. How often does that happen to you? And this belief comes from either past trauma, from cultural conditioning, or just fear of stillness. Because what happens if you're still, when you take that time, when you take a step back and you actually just look and actually take stock of what happens, yeah, it forces you to face the truth. And for many of us, that's terrifying. It was actually shown in an experiment that people had to sit for 15 minutes with nothing to do, just their thoughts. And if they wanted to cut the experiment short, they had to give themselves a shock. Most men gave themselves a shock, and I think about 50% of women did the same, which just shows you people cannot sit alone with their thoughts for 15 minutes. So if you were taught that productivity equals worth, of course you're then going to be afraid of slowing down, because you're thinking that, yeah, you've got to be productive. Yeah, because otherwise then you're important. And if you failed once and then you feel the shame of that and you're worried about people's opinions, of course you're going to keep yourself too busy to try again, because you don't want that feeling again. You don't want others judging you. You don't want other people to think bad of you. But let's call it what it is. Busyness is just your buffer. And what it is stopping you. It's the sheen on your mirror. It's protecting you from that person on the other side. And while you're staying too busy, your real life is waiting on the other side of that mirror. So you need to start reframing your beliefs. Yeah, and this is a reframe that changes everything. I don't need more time. I need clearer priorities. Imagine your time like a jar. Everyone gets the same size jar, 24 hours. If you fill it with your sand first, your distractions, your obligations, your emails, then there's no room for you to put the bigger things, your rocks, your health, your mission, the people who mean something to you. But if you start with the rocks, your essentials, your health, your mission, your people, then that will always fit in the jar. Everything else either fits or it gets filtered out. Busy is not success. Busy is just a noise. So let's trade that identity that you have of being busy for intentional. Intentional people don't say, I don't have time. They say, that's not what matters right now. And to say that, to turn around and say, that's not what matters right now, that's power. To know where you want to be, to know what is a priority, that's what's going to change your life. So what you need to do is you need to shift this into action. And here are 3 steps to help you bring the belief to life. The first thing is that mindset shift. Yeah, start replacing this or start repeating and questioning every time you say, I'm too busy. Stop. Yeah, think to yourself, actually, is this a true priority or is this just a reaction? Yeah, so is this thing that you're saying you're too busy to do, is it a priority or is it just something you've got to do? It will help change your default behavior. And what it does is it turns you from someone who's reactive to proactive. So ask yourself, when you're too busy, when things are too much, yeah, just ask yourself, am I too busy? Yeah, ask yourself, should I be busy for this? Is this a priority? When you start to think differently about these tasks and you start asking yourself, hold on, is this going to get me to where I want to be? If you start asking yourself, is this going to give me the body I want? Is this going to actually help me have the relationships I want, the career I want, the success I want, yeah, the happiness I want? If you start questioning the things that are offered to you and decide whether it's going to bring you what you want in life, that's when you're going to start changing. Yeah, you're going to start shifting your mindset. At first, you'll find it awkward. You're going to have to say no. You're going to have to start thinking to yourself, actually, yeah, I need to know where I want to be in life. What direction do I want to be going in? Once you've done that, you will be able to answer this question. The next thing is, do a time audit. Yeah, tonight, grab yourself a notebook, open your notes app, or just do something and say, what did I spend the last 24 hours doing? What did I spend the last 48 hours doing? And does it reflect the type of person you want to be? Yeah, list the top 5 things that ate your time. Yeah, sleep should be about 7 to 8 hours. Work may be the same. Yeah. Put the list of the top 5 things that ate your time over the last 48 hours, and then write the top 5 things that mean the most to you. Compare the two lists. How many of the things on your matters to you most are on the top 5 things that ate your time list? That contrast should wake you up. It should show you, actually, I'm not acting in alignment. So if that's the case, starting tomorrow, carve out one uninterrupted hour for yourself. No phone, no scrolling. Use it to do something meaningful, build something meaningful, maybe reflect in silence, connect with someone important, create a business that you've always wanted to start, do some exercise. Yeah, if you can't do that hour, start with 30 minutes if you must. But show yourself you're the type of person who can create space for what matters. And this is the key. So start setting aside 30 minutes minimum a day on things that matter to you, that will get you to being the type of person you want to be. So what would your life look like in 1 year if your calendar matched your values every single day for a year? Think about it. Where would you be? Who would you be hanging around with? What would you be doing? How would your life look different? So your challenge this week is easy. Yeah. Audit your time tonight. Look at what you are doing versus what you want to be doing, and block off your power hour or your 30 minutes tomorrow, and then share what you're letting go of so you can actually make time for the things you want to actually do. Yeah, so tag me at just.live.coaching and put hashtag from busy to aligned. Let me know where you're taking the action in your life today. You don't need a productivity hack. You need a new identity. You need a new mindset, one where your time reflects your truth. If you got something from this episode, please share it. My mission is to make a positive impact on this world, and I would really appreciate you helping me by sharing, by rating and reviewing this podcast. If you know someone who would benefit from hearing this, be a friend and share this with them. And think about this. Start your new identity now. Yeah, the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago, 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So plant that new mindset shift today. Yeah, when you start to master your mindset, you'll start to master your life. Thank you.